Inside today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new Rec Room update, the Rec Room Widget Watch, and showing you how it actually looks like, and new moderation tools. Stay tuned, and let's get started. We'll be talking about this update in just a bit, but let's talk about these new moderation tools first. What exactly is going on? Well, Rec Room made an announcement with improved creator moderation tools, talking about keeping Rec Room fun and safe for players is a top priority for them. And they've also heard that it's not easy for us to moderate rooms, so Rec Room released new moderation features and tools for their creators and room moderators. Inside this forum, they go on to talk about these new and improved tools, but just to be blunt, they actually added temporary room bans now, where you can temporarily ban players from your rooms you own or moderate. You know best when you're seeing disruptive behavior, so in your room you can choose to issue bans for a few minutes, hours, or days. And don't worry, you can still permanently ban any players who aren't abiding by the rules of your room. You can also choose what other rooms you want to ban this player from as well, either being rooms you moderate, co-own, or have created. There's also room ban reasons now, so whenever you're banning a player from your room, you can choose to enter a ban reason, which will be displayed to the actual player. If no reason is entered, the player will receive their generic Rec Room ban message. And there's room ban details now. You can see the status and reason for a player's current active ban along with any past room bans, and if you want to see this, you gotta go to your room settings, go to moderation, view ban players, and then ban details. Room bans at the moment have 3 statuses. Active means that it's a currently applied ban, elapsed means that bans have since ended, and lifted means that ban was removed by an owner or a moderator before the ban ended. Players trying to visit a room they are banned from will see a message stating that they cannot join the room along with the ban duration, and clicking details will display the reason for the ban. They also note that when they asked you to moderate the spaces, these were the top asks. Consider this V1 of these new improved tools. We have more in the works for later this year, an improved UX for the banned players page, which includes searchability and sorting options, moderation audit logs, and improvements to room kicks. And they have a little FAQ if you guys are curious. When asked who has access to these new tools, Rec Room confirms it's room creators, co-owners, contributors, and moderators that have access to these tools. You must be in a room to ban players from that specific room. When asked, can I view a player's ban history if they're not currently banned in my room? Rec Room responds by saying, not at this time, but we do have designs ready to allow this. To view a player's room ban history, they must currently be banned from the room. When asked, can I see which moderators removed a ban? Rec Room responds saying, not in this first iteration, but we know creators want this. And lastly, when asked if I choose to ban a player from other rooms I own or co-own, can I see the ban reason in those rooms? Rec Room confirms, yes, if you ban a player from a room you own or moderate, you can choose to extend the ban to other rooms you own or moderate. You can view their ban reason while in those rooms too. As you guys can see inside this recent update, the S Plus Dracula cape is not doing so well. Oh yeah, it's bugged really bad. Also, in case you guys aren't aware, there's actually a new invention UI as well. It's just a few little changes to the way the actual invention UI looks whenever you're actually looking at an invention details page. It basically shows buttons for the active version, a delete button, there's an edit button, and the use and spawn buttons are actually different. It also shows you the description and content of the actual invention, so you can see how many chips are in it, how many objects are in it, etc. I honestly like this UI a lot better than the old invention UI. It tells us just so much more information, so much more neatly. We received this new Rec Room update that configured this edition. Rec Room goes on to say that they fixed some spatial hierarchy VR issues. They've added a toggle to tear off the hierarchy menu so it opens and closes when you click on the selection name in the VR nameplate, but note, this is a reset whenever the selection changes. They fixed menu positioning and scaling to better suit you. The menus are now more resilient when they have objects in front of them. Note that in VR, the menus are placed in space and objects can be front. This is also how the Maker Pen tear-off menus work, but changes were made to make it a bit better, especially for the selection nameplate, which we now try a few different positions for it seems to be behind something else. Fixed an issue where shapes and replicators were visible when the replicator was not on some platforms. They updated invention version numbers, and unpublished Rooms 2 inventions will have a minor version, while published versions will have major versions. And lastly, they fixed an issue where objects in Rooms 2 could suddenly become grabbable. We also recently received Rec Room Studio stuff as well, so feel free to pause and read if you guys are interested in that. But for general improvements and bug fixes inside this update, Rec Room says that they re-added text and external links to Creator Hub for platforms that support external web browsers. They added a seat config menu toggle which uses seat rotation. You can turn it off to decouple the camera rotation from the seat for screen players. On non-touch screen platforms, the screen rotation in drawing mode is now always around the screen center instead of just where the drawing cursor is. Create menus are now hidden for junior users since juniors weren't allowed to create rooms, it didn't make any sense to keep the buttons there. The friend count display on your profile page will no longer count pending friend requests. We only count your real friends now. And they added Rec Room object set color chips in beta. They fixed screen throw pose, configurable setting for the throw handle. Fixed a bug with the Rec Room Studio materials, which would cause certain emissive effects materials to have incorrect gamma in-game. If you're having this issue with your content, you will need to raise each component of your emissive color to the power of 2.2. Emissive text is not yet fixed. They fixed some issues with how often the Rooms 2 badge popped up on rooms in the watch. Fixed the padding on the Rooms list carousels to have some padding at the top when they're multi-row. Fixed a bug that prevented saving a room after adding object properties for certain types. And lastly, fixed a bug that could cause invalid invention updates. And for experiments, which are basically just Rec Room split tests now, they have one new one. They recently added an experiment that allows players to tune the voice volumes of other players individually from the profile page of other players. Check it out, let us know what you think, and time to let that DJ pump up the jams, or quiet them down, whichever. Now I think this is a super cool experiment. Juju even had an actual little concept for it too, and honestly I think this is like one of the best features to come out of this Rec Room update. Let me know what you guys think down inside the comments below. They also started an experiment that adds party cards to the online friends carousel, but that was kind of already an experiment in the last update. So now by the time I release this video, Rec Room has released a developer blog for Widget Watch, which Rec Room YouTubers are then allowed to actually post about Widget Watch. So inside today's video, we're talking about Widget Watch, and I wanted to show you guys exactly how it looks and everything you want to see with it. But this is how Widget Watch is looking like, as you guys can see. Now, as we know, Widget Watch is going to have two versions, a screen mode version and a VR version. I just want to note that this is the screen mode version for right now. We only have the screen mode version. We do not have the VR version yet. As you guys can see, it's like a more simplistic, really simplistic, I should say, home UI. You basically can press any of these buttons and it'll take you to the old UI that actually shows like the room details or whatever you're clicking on and stuff, or your outfits or your customization tab. Now, if you don't know, the Widget Watch is intended to improve the speed you can access and use important features inside of Rec Room. Rec Room basically prioritizes creation, customization, social, and play. Simplified look makes it a lot less laggy when navigating, so there won't be a watch homepage or navigation bar at the bottom of the watch. And Rec Room's also designing the Widget Watch to work the best on each individual platform, while keeping the overall visual style similar across all platforms. When Widget Watch is tested, it'll only be available on mobile and screen devices. However, though, when Widget Watch comes to VR, you can expect it to feel good to use in a 3D environment. Be sure to let me know what you guys think of the Widget Watch inside of Rec Room, and I will be looking at your comments down below. In my personal opinion, I really like the simplistic look of the watch. It's just going to be a hassle to have to get used to again. The watch is way too laggy, and if this makes it a lot more tolerable, then, I mean, screw it. Why not try and learn to adapt? Super hyped to see it come out. And of course, I can't wait to see your guys' thoughts. Also, there should be a developer blog, but I'm recording this, making this video before it comes out, so I can't really cover it on the channel. Now, before we head back into the video, I'm pretty sure that the guy that makes my membership posters for me quit on me. We have too many memberships, I think he gave up. So, yeah. One of my perks inside my memberships is that I read out every single membership's name. So if you guys are interested in getting a shout out in every single video, then of course, feel free to actually join the membership. Massive shout out to RaspyR, Rex Creative, Oreo Milk, Hey, Master, Beast, Iron Guy, Aluxium, Daniel, Super Ducky, Zenny, Fiery, The Odd Dove, Zinky, Gutsy, Crypt, Costly, PFG, Rexo, Angela, Ethan, Rex, iGaming, Mochi Bob, Gamer Fan, Lightning, Billy the Egg, Dino Pie, Reckum Croto, Mickey G, Super Luigi, Jimmy, It's All Mine, John, Gamer, Jaden, K Javas, Buckley, The Cherry Deefer, Aaron Gamer, Eric, Scout, Amber, Mr. Bucket, Adriana, Cybermaker, The Hackster, Super Cool Guy, Forbidden Hunter, Glitch, OGL and Blue, Mist, Honest, Hype, Creep, Jaden, Rainix, Diego, Locky, Z, Sea-Dog, Juanita, Belinda, Jr., Flames, Spring, Bacony, Item, Soapy, Coolman, Toys R Us, Heapster, Snaggy, Noodle, Insert Name, FMR, Luke, Spread, To Tsunami, Red, Zane, Sainty, Eddie, Luna, Rust, Nocturne's Lullaby, Bubba, Ben, Monkey, Devin, Flashy, Outer Bound, J Sleepy, EEF, Rudes, Angry Monkey, Fireman, Lucky Wiz, Handbook Videos, Roro Raggy, Quatzil, Dragonfire, Kovu, Chase, Giggles, Grape, Eric VR, Fizzy, Cam, The Transport Boy, Cam VR, Valerie, Jescore, AC, We Are for the Minds, The Odd Guy, Big Boy Darius, Strip Animations, Blue Puma, Kyle, Moon, Nats, It's G-Bug, Neo Phobos, C Jupiter, Bongo, Matt Loud, Redacted, MX, Rambly, Amzo, Sky, Danny G, Mr. Skelly, Knight, Virtual Reality, Will, Harvey, VO, Jacob, Titan, Cody Fan, Coronex, 2S4T, Yoda, Julian, VR Man, Trippy, Doc, Arab Quest, That One Dude, Chris, T, Willie, 2, Panda, Tom, Dex, Storm, Statrix, Names Unlisted, Phyllis Arts, Nolan, The Dragon Boy, Golic Red, It's Ready RR, Dozier, BB Rating Owl, Raphael, Netflix69, and of course, Box David. 170 members. We're starting to flesh out some members, but there are still so many. Now let's get back to this video. But at the moment, that's pretty much all of our news. Just want to say thank you guys for watching all the videos and supporting me and stuff like that. I really do appreciate it, making these Recroom News videos like this. Subscribe, like, do all that crazy stuff. Use code SKULL if you want to, but you should also check out my other videos as well. Really good, and if you liked this video, trust me, my other videos are not going to disappoint at all. So please watch them. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys inside the next video. Peace out.